Hey guys, we're reviewing the LE1 Pro today, and if you saw the unboxing video, you'd know this is a phone worth getting excited about. So let's get on. On the design side, there is a lot of resemblance to the HTC One and minor resemblance to the iPhone 6. And no, not because it's a rectangle, but more to do with the thicker lines and the speaker grills. But if you get past the fact that it's a HTC inspired design, the phone actually looks and feels really good in the hand. Also, for a 5.5-inch display, the phone is actually really comfortable to hold and use. Something I haven't felt about any of the previous big screen phones I've used. An interesting term they've used to describe their design was bezel-less, which it isn't in reality. There's a black box around the display which isn't really noticeable with a black background, but it's clear with a lighter background. Overall, the phone's design is really nice for the price, just not very original. Coming to the display, the LE1 Pro has a 1440p 5.5-inch IPS display, and to be honest, I don't see the major impact of a 1440p or a 1080p display. Aside from that, the color reproduction is good and the viewing angles are wide as well. The phone gets pretty bright and is easily usable outdoors with no viewing problems. The phone allows you to select the screen temperatures through 4 modes, which lately can be found in a lot of phones like the Zenfone 2. Personally, I found it a nice feature to have. The phone is powered by a 13-megapixel back camera and 5-megapixel front camera. The back camera is capable of some very nice shots. With good lighting condition, shots came out really well and detailed. Colors were quite accurate and overall shots were really nice. But as lighting reduced, the shots got a bit grainy. Not that the shots were bad, but the grains were very noticeable as lighting conditions got worse. Low light shots were just average as there was too much noise. The HDR shots came out pretty good though, with the subject being captured pretty well, though the shots were a bit grainy here as well. The front facing camera is quite good with good colors and the images are quite sharp. Overall, aside from the grains in low light, the camera performance was actually quite good with accurate colors and good level of detail, especially considering it's one of the company's first phones. Coming to battery life, the phone lasts a day under normal usage, but heavy usage will force you into a late evening charge. While the drain wasn't very high for music or calls, the phone used up 16% battery for 90 minutes of video and around 29% for an hour of gaming. All in all, the battery life was decent, but I would have liked it to last a bit longer. The phone is powered by a Snapdragon 810 processor paired with 4GB of RAM. The performance is really smooth and the phone doesn't face any freezing issues or reloading. The Adreno 430 in the phone ensures gaming performance was smooth as well, with Asphalt running at high settings with no dropped frame rates and very smooth gameplay. What I found surprising was how cool the phone was for something that was powered by the Snapdragon 810. After almost an hour of playing Asphalt, the phone was just barely warm, where most phones were easily more warm or some even got uncomfortably hot. One instance where the phone got quite warm was when I was browsing the web, but it still wasn't unusable or too hot to handle. The phone runs EUI and you can see that it takes some inspiration from iOS. That is the control center, the search feature and the fact that it doesn't have an app drawer. Most of its features were in Chinese as it's imported from China, due to which it didn't come with Play Store or Google's Play services either. So my guess, it's not going to be an issue in the international models though. The phone came with a lot of bloatware from LeTV and Baidu, which aren't removable without root. On the bright side, rooting is already available and we'll put up a video tutorial later with instructions. Overall, the UI is pretty neat and smooth, but again, not all that original. The speaker grills are placed on the bottom and they're great. The speakers are really loud and clear as well, making gaming or watching movies quite an enjoyable experience. Take a look. Most budget spec beef phones tend to skimp on the call quality or have very poor signal reception, but the LE1 Pro does both really well. The mic and the speakerphone are both top notch with call quality being really clear and the signal reception is really good, making for a very positive experience. Other features include USB OTG support, infrared capability to control your TV, AC and other devices, and of course this is the world's first USB Type-C phone and it can charge other devices as well. Yep, it can charge your other phones, something that's bound to come in handy. Storage options are 32 and 64 GB internal with no expandable storage, but most people should be content with the internal storage options. Overall, I've been really impressed with the LE1 Pro. It gets most things right and puts a lot of power in your hand for almost half the price as other phones with similar specs. It's expected to launch for around $400 to $450, though it can be imported from iBuyGo right now for $500. Also, it offers some unique features like infrared and USB-C which makes the phone stand out. If anything, I wish it had better battery life and maybe the option to disable some of these Chinese apps, but as mentioned, this shouldn't be a problem with the international models or once rooted. With that, we wrap the review. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and for details to buy the product, check out the description below. We'll also upload the photos and videos on our website for those interested. Thanks for watching.